Hello, good morning, my dear students of 9th E and F. Today we are going to learn the second poem, Wind, written by Subramania Bharati. Basically, this poem is written in Tamil and it is translated from the Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan. If you talk about the poet Subramania Bharati, was born in 1882 and died in 1921. He's a great Tamil poet, famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era. And it is translated from Tamil to English by A.K. Ramanujan. A.K. Ramanujan is a Kannada and English poet, well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry. Wind, written by Subramania Bharati. This poem is derived from the poet's observation and devotion. Wind, if you hear the word wind, very destructive in nature. The poet also sees the effects of the wind in general and of stormy weather. The beginning is very strict, a request wind to come softly. But later, he also praises the wind god. Same wind only, he calls wind as God. We are able to appreciate the way or the poet's vision and his unique thought process about something as apparently simple as the wind. The poet suggests everyone to be strong physically and mentally. This is a central idea of the poem. Everyone must be strong physically and mentally. The symbolism is also used in this poem by the poet. Wind here is the symbol of difficulties, challenges, adversities, or obstacles humans have to face for their survival. So, people with a strong physique and a good mental health will be to stand and face odds and obstacles of life. This is the theme, central idea of the poem. And throughout the poem, the poem is personified. Personification is used here. The wind is personified throughout the poem. What is personification? It's a figure of speech which is used for an inanimate object or animals, birds, feel human. And other poetic devices are also there, metaphor, anaphora. So that I will explain to you in the end. So let us come to the poem. The wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? That's the introductory part it gives. First line, wind, come softly. Here the poet requests the wind to come softly. Here we can see the wind is compared to a child. And the next few lines you will see very destructive nature of the wind. Means the youth. The teenagers are very strong enough and they destroy everything. They get angry very soon. Again, wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Shutters of the windows, the doors of the windows. Don't break it. Don't scatter the papers. Papers are kept there. Please. Don't come harshly, come softly. And not to scatter, not to break the shutters, not to scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There are books kept on the shelf. Please come softly and not to throw down the request, the poet request. Wind. Next line, there, look what you did. Wind once did all these things. And the poet becomes very angrier, more angrier. First he requested in a very polite way, but here the poet gets angry. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. You are very clever at poking fun, laughing at, making fun at weaklings. The weak, the paper is weak, the books are weak, window is weak. So you are playing with them, you are making fun on them. Poet gets angry here. And we noticed here second line, third line, fourth line, don't. A continuous anaphora. This is what we call anaphora. Repetition of the same word in successive lines. Again you will see you are. You tore the pages. See again anaphora. You. Again later also you will see let us. It's a poetic device. So in the first stanza, the poet makes a request to the wind, asking if not to blow so strongly that it breaks down the shutters of the windows, as to separate man from the stormy environment outside. So he is asking the wind for protection. He also asks the wind not to scatter the papers in his room, or to throw down the books from his bookshelves with his force. The second stanza, there, look what you did. Here the poet accuses the wind, blames the wind of blowing too strongly and creating the mess in his room, with the books thrown down from the shelves and their pages torn. Then he sits outside and tells the wind that it has brought rain with it again. And stanza number 3 starts from you are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling board, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. You're very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Poking fun, laughing at, making fun. Very clever in doing so. Should not do. Strong children, they tease, make fun on the weak children. Frail crumbling houses. Frail, weak, fragile. Crumbling houses, crumbling. Crumbling means decaying or breaking up houses. You noticed here crumbling is repeating many times. 6-7 times. Crumbling houses, crumbling doors, Crumbling rafters, beams there to support the roof. Crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Here the poet calls the wind as wind god. Wind god winnows and crushes them all. What do you mean by winnows? Winnows is a process of separating the grains from husk, and crushes them all. Here the wind god separates the strong ones from the weak ones. That is here, winnowing separates weak from the strong. You can see the farmers, ladies, they do this work. After cutting the grain from the plants, wheat or rice, they clean it by folding it from the top and down using a fan, or in that the husk, the dust particles are separated from this. That process is known as winnowing. Got it clear? Third stanza. In the third stanza, the poet speaks in a subdued tone to the wind, saying that it makes mischief whenever it encounters anyone who is too meek, humble, and mild to protest against its actions. Tears down doors, rafters, and even entire wooden houses altogether, leaving people without shelter from the harsh world outside. This is an idiom, meaning that the troubles we face in life. Wind is symbolic. I told you, wind is the symbol of challenges, adversities, troubles we face in life. These troubles, just like the wind, come as suddenly as the wind, and also leave suddenly. As the poet says, the wind can tear down weak bodies and fragile hearts. Frail, weak hearts. That is, difficulties in life can lead to a loss of hope as well as a loss of life. Thus, it's all up to the wind god, says the poet. Wind god never listens to anybody. But we have to, that is why the central idea I told, we have to make ourselves physically and mentally strong. Got it clear? Next stanza. He won't do what you tell him. He won't do what you tell him. So, come, let us build strong homes. Let us join the doors firmly. Here he says, so come. It's for the readers. Here he says he won't do what you tell him. The wind doesn't do anything what we order him. He doesn't listen to anybody. So we have to change ourselves. The poet says here, so come. Come here to us readers, he says. Let us build strong homes. Let us link the doors firmly. Let us take these challenges. We have to make the doors firmly, strongly. Practice to form the body, make ourselves strong, make our bodies strong, to firm, make strong. Clear? Here the poet now speaks to the readers, saying that the wind does not listen to anybody, and its actions are governed, controlled by it alone. To escape its harmful effects, we should build our homes on a strong foundation and ensure that the doors cannot be easily penetrated. Get access to. Wind should not enter into. Clear? We'll complete the poem in the next class, and I have to give the questions also. I will give you that of the previous chapter. Okay, thank you.